What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys my alternative to my everyday warm tone natural eye makeup look. This is my go-to natural everyday smoky eye look. I love it. I think it's sultry. I think it adds a really nice depth and definition to my eyes without being full-on dramatic like a nighttime smoky eye would be. This is definitely one of my favorite looks to pull when I'm not really feeling my warm tone everyday eye makeup look. It's one of my favorite looks to wear to work. I think it's very professional and I just love it. So I hope you guys love it as much as I do. If you'd like to see how to achieve this look, then keep on watching. To begin, I'm going to do my brow with my Ardell pomade. I swear to God, today's the worst day to be filming because it is Monday, the 12th, and the video is due today. If you're seeing this on a Monday, I'm so happy. If you are seeing this on a Tuesday, I am so sorry. You know, the week just got away from me and I'm late with filming my video. I typically like to film this during the week, like on Wednesday of last week. So I have like ample time to get the video up and stuff, but that just didn't happen. And my neighbor's dog, I'm sorry if you can hear her, but she's been barking for like 2 hours. I've given that dog 2 hours to bark it all out and she hasn't stopped. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and finish my brows, prep my skin and prep my eyelids as I usually do, and then I'll be coming back so that we can get straight into the eyes. All right, so I'm back and my brows aren't quite working for me today, so I'm just gonna pay attention to that. To start off the look, I'm gonna be taking this color from the Body Shop called Chocolate Linger. And we're gonna go ahead and apply that into the crease. And this color isn't really gonna add much color or appear very vibrant on the lid. It's just gonna be a transition color for the rest of the shadows. So it's gonna give like the slightest touch of dimension in the crease. And this look is fairly easy. Doesn't require much shadows, as you will see. And you just want to build it up as much as you can to get the slightest amount of definition. Because the shadow is on the lighter side, lighter, more ashy, cool tone side, it's going to take a little bit more work on my skin to show up, but that's okay. For the next shade, I'm going to be taking Coconut's About You, also from the Body Shop. And I'm going to go ahead and apply that into the crease as well. And this is going to be the color that adds a lot more definition. For the lid color, I'm going to be taking this color right here from Boxum called Haute Couture. And I'm going to go ahead and apply that onto my lid. This palette was actually like a custom palette. They have the option on the Sephora website for you to pick out 6 shadows and put it in this travel case. And this is actually my first time trying out Boxum shadows when I had ordered this. Before I got the Boxum palette, I was using another shadow for this look because this wasn't the specific shadow I was using, and as I've mentioned in the intro, this is definitely a look that I go for a lot. But since getting the shadow from Boxum, I've liked it a lot more than the one that I was using. So the other one got demoted, and now Boxum is taking its place. To add a touch more light to the lid, I'm going to be using this color from my WetnWild Comfort Zone palette. And we're going to apply the slightest amount, just a little bit over that in the center of our lid. The tiniest amount. Moving on to the face, I'm going to color correct because my skin is having a rough time right now. Just breakouts everywhere. And I'm one of those, I'm a picker, so you know, I only make it worse, if anything. I'm going to be using my MAC, is this Prep and Prime? Prep and Prime, yes, Prep and Prime pen in Lustre Peach. Is that what it's called? Peach Lustre. And I'm gonna apply it to the areas that I need to color correct, which would be under my eyes, anything on my nose really, sides of my nose, around my mouth is definitely a problem area for me. Always has been. It's ridiculous. I put a lot there because your girl needs it. There we go. For foundation, I'm going to be using my Fenty 420 Deluxe sample, and I'm going to be using my Sephora number 70 brush. I'm going to use that to apply onto my skin. I'm using this brush today instead of my 56 because, like I said, my skin is going through it and I'm going for some serious full coverage. And this brush is like having a beauty blender on a brush. It's just incredible. I went ahead and did the majority of my face off camera just because a lot of the products I use for my base doesn't really change. Really only the blush and highlight changes. So for blush, I'm using my WetnWild Haute Silk, which you guys have seen before. But it's not like my everyday go-to blush. I definitely rotate my blushes a lot. For highlight, I'm going to use this pink color right here from my WetnWild Comfort Zone palette. I used to use this a lot as highlight because it's really nice. Going back to the eyes, I'm actually going to be taking the same color that we used on our lid, and we're going to go ahead and apply it to the lower lash line. I'm using this color because since it is a shimmer, it isn't going to be as harsh as if we were to use a matte. And it's just going to add a really light definition to your lash line without it being like bam in your face, you know? And it's really going to pull the look together. And for my inner tear duct pop, I'm going to be using this color from the WetnWild palette as well. I'm going to apply that to the inner tear duct. And the reason I'm using this color over a more shimmery one is because this will catch the light and really help to open your eyes without it being like in your face. And that's what we're going for with a everyday smoky eye. I'm going to go ahead and apply my mascara. For the lips, I'm going to be using NYX lip liner in Chestnut. And to top it off, I'm going to be using this butter gloss. Alright y'all, so this is it for the final look. I hope you guys love it as much as I do. Give it a try. Let me know what you think about it down below. Leave a comment, leave a like. I mean, you might as well subscribe because you're here. And come back next Monday. You know? Don't abandon me. We are building like a relationship here and I don't want to be left alone in it. So come back next Monday to check out another one of my videos. We can chit chat, hang out for a bit. And then, you know, you can leave your comments what you think about down below. Until then, I will see you next Monday.